Max 1 now, please. And we're looking at where this blue is, the dark blue that's happening on Max 1 with where this location of the tornado is going to be projected. And I'm going to put a track on there one more time in case people missed it.
70 west in Garland County, 70 west. That's where this is riding along tonight. I know a lot of you are familiar with 70 west, and folks that go to the lake, Highway 270 and 70 west. Here are the locations once again. Welsh at 730, Old Bonnerdale 736. We're getting close to Piercy at 742. Crystal Springs at 746. Bear and Mountain Pine. Mountain Pine 756. So that's a good 30 minutes away with the storm moving northeast at 40 miles per hour. You're under that tornado warning. You had a storm earlier tonight that became warned, but severe thunderstorm warning, and now we've got one tornado warned. So we're beginning now to see things tick upwards in central Arkansas. So take cover. Make sure you have your safe place ready to go. There might be some folks out and about. You know, tonight's prom night. I hope that the schools were able to say, you know what, we're going to postpone these. I haven't heard of many still going on. Let's hope they're not. But this is dangerous. It's getting even more dangerous. The skies are beginning to darken up. It's getting late in the day. Nighttime is getting ready to fall, or at least nightfall. There's the box west of Hot Springs, or the polygon. And if it continues to hold together, let's just give Hot Springs Village, the Jessieville area, Hot Springs Village, Fountain Lake, you folks are going to be in that next polygon if it gets extended. All right, I'm looking at information from the National Weather Service. Let's see. Okay, Cave City School District says there's nothing on the ground in Cave City right now. That's good news. There's the activity. We've got a severe thunderstorm warning, tornado possible here, severe thunderstorm warnings, and that tornado warning as this area of rain and thunderstorm slowly moves to the east. These cells
I don't want to wear foundation every day, so I do this instead. Okay, so hear me out. Traditional makeup, out.
Tornado warning in Garland County and Hot Spring County, northern Clark County. Again, we're getting closer to a little bit more population out here. Royal, you're in the path. Crystal Springs, there's Meyer and Bear. Hemp Wallace. Highway 70 West, right in through here. If you live on Highway 70 West or even 270 West out toward Royal, Arkansas, you're in the path. You've got to take your precautions seriously. Okay.
That's the only warning we got going on, Tom, here in the THV 11 viewing area. But still watching these storms make their way in here from the west. And we continue to also see flash flood warnings be issued. So we'll take a quick look at those across the region because they're buying up a lot of real estate just because that line of storms is slow moving. So here are all the flash flood warnings.
That's a lot.
Yeah, they're adding up.
I wouldn't be surprised if, oh goodness, we had most of the state under some type of flash flood warning. With all the rain that's coming our way, and notice flash flood warning in effect till 9 o'clock in north central Arkansas, till 10:30 p.m. in this area that's being impacted by those very intense thunderstorms capable of producing winds and even the possible tornadoes. So the flood threat is certainly going up. Let's hope that you're not going to be out and about tonight, that you can actually go home or find a place that's higher ground. You know, those campsites out there, hopefully nobody's there. There might be a few folks out and about. You know, the weather hadn't been terrible for camping, but this is not the night to be in those lower lying areas where flooding is possible. We were talking about the rivers here in Arkansas that are going to fill up quickly. I know that Lake Conway has been down for a while, but with water like this, Nathan, we'll probably see Lake Conway get close to full.
Yeah, I would think so. I mean, when we get 5-10 inches of rain in a short amount of time, all that water will flow into the ditches, and then we're already saturated. So whatever rain falls is going to go running off into the nearest small creek, small stream. So if you live next to one of those small creeks, small streams, you need to keep a close eye on it because we may see flooding that you've never seen before in terms of those tributaries that go into the smaller rivers, and those small rivers go into the large rivers. Those large rivers go into the Arkansas River. It's going to be a whole chain reaction on how this flooding situation will work, but we are under a high risk of flash flooding. And, you know, a high risk issued by the Weather Prediction Center is something that is just as concerning as a high risk of severe weather, Tom. You don't want to downplay that whatsoever.
No, flooding is just as serious, and flooding kills more people annually. This is from Pulaski County. The only school that they had that had prom night tonight, a part of the Pulaski County Special School District, was Sylvan Hills, and they moved their prom to Sunday night. And don't know about any other districts. If you have any other districts that have moved your prom from tonight, fantastic. Again, back to the weather we go. Tornado warning continues till 8 o'clock tonight at 7:31. There's our polygon right there. Garland County over to western parts of Hot Spring County, a little sliver of southeastern Montgomery County. That cell continues to march to the northeast at about 40, 45 miles per hour. And western parts of Hot Springs, Highway 270 and Highway 70 west of Hot Springs will be in the path and will be impacted. Gentlemen, I set forth a picture of some flash flooding. Anytime you get ready to show that, would you let me know? We can show some of that. We'll keep tracking this tornado warned storm. Haven't seen anything new from the National Weather Service, but we are looking at the wind mode. Nathan, I saw a little bit of an uptick there, right there. Okay.
Yeah, I mean, it's lost some of its punch. It looks like it tried to gust out right there, and then it may try to recuperate and then do a new circulation. So, because that little area looks like might be something trying to possibly develop.
In here, yeah. And that would be positioned just to the east, southeast of Botterdale. Here's Highway 84. It would be in this area here. Certainly would be a little notch right there. Highway 347, Highway 192, but 270 and 70 West. Those are really the big highways that, folks know more about, I think, in the Garland County area. Highway 70 and 270 West. Here's Hot Springs. Now, the western part of town is within that polygon. Not the eastern part, but the western part. The western end of Lake Hamilton, most of Lake Ouachita, and if this continues to the north, it will get close to the Hot Springs Village area here in the next 45 minutes or so. So prepare yourself, take your precautions seriously.
And they said that the rotation is starting to weaken, so they have dropped it right there. You just saw it. A tornado warning has been allowed to be canceled early. So with that, I don't think we have any tornado warnings in effect.
We'll take a quick scan of the state and take a look at the warnings we do have. Dennis said that the storm up in north central Arkansas just pretty much died out, that they couldn't find any sign of it on the ground. That's good news in Independence County. And he noticed the box is gone. We've still got this activity in southwest and western Arkansas. North Little Rock National Weather Service cancels tornado warning, but the severe thunderstorm warning continues for this area right now. We are joining you on THV11. We're also on THV11 Plus. We will keep it on THV11 Plus, Facebook Live, and YouTube. But for now, and let me make sure that I want to do this right. I'm going to hear from the boss and see if she wants us to stay on here, just to make sure that we're okay and good to go. But since we don't have a tornado warning, I do like to go back to programming, but you can still hang with us on THV11 Plus. And I'm waiting. Who's producing? Who's in the booth tonight? We got Grayson. Okay, yeah, y'all let me know what you want to do. We can hang out here a little bit longer. It appears as if the northern extent of most of this weather has died down quite a bit. Most of it now is moving into central Arkansas and does pose a threat. All right, here, let's get the, let's see what we're going to do real quick here. Yes, and okay, let's do this. Let's do a quick rain forecast. If you've got that video, not video, but that picture to show me, that would be great. It's out of Mountain View. Okay. All right, let me take care of a little bit of flooding. Right now, the rain forecast, I'm going to go back over to Max 2 real quick, gentlemen, if you don't mind. And we'll do a quick radar tool and get down and talk about what's happening on the rain front. And then we'll go back to THV11 Plus. Again, there are the warnings that we have lining up now. Perry County, western parts of Saline County. Heavy rain, winds, possibly a tornado. Cannot rule it out. That's why we're going to keep a close eye on things tonight. And might have a little bit of hail. I'm on, okay, you guys are on 1. If we can take it to 2, that would be, I would appreciate that. Thank you so much. Here's live radar out of northeast Arkansas, north central Arkansas, from Hardy to Melbourne to Mountain View, a heavy rain threat. I got a picture tonight from the Mountain View area. If that is the one that you have, then we can show that. This is Terry White, friends from up in the Mountain View area. I think it was her brother-in-law that took this photo. Nathan, look at the water traveling over the roads, the flooding that they've had up there. Just torrential rainfall in that part of the state. And it continues tonight. They haven't seen anything like this. This is near Highway 263 in the Mountain View area. It matches up with the very heavy rain that's going on in that part of the state. Back to radar we go. The loop shapes up like this. And you will see that more storms are moving through this area. We've got storms capable of producing some strong wind gusts and some heavy rain. The tornado warning has been lifted in Garland County. Nate's keeping a close eye on that for us. The watches we have until 9 o'clock. 10 o'clock northeast, most of Arkansas until 9 o'clock tonight and over the southwestern part of the state. The risk of severe weather is still in the moderate category, and the risk of having hail and tornadoes are really the greatest threat. And then it turns into a heavy rain and flash flooding threat. You've heard us talk about this front, this warm front lifting to the north of the boundary. The air mass a little more conducive for hail. South of it, warm sector, we're keeping an eye on those storms that could become tornadic, could produce tornadoes. Rotation, you can see there's a cell there, Garland County, that's one we're keeping an eye on. Moving to the northeast, they will get closer to the Little Rock metro area. Now, future radar, this area gets into central Arkansas and begins to stall, and then may lift back to the north a little and wait for the next wave to come across the state. This is why this becomes a high impact flooding event. It's this wave and then another wave behind it. We'll finally begin to see things settle down by Sunday. The storm timeline tonight, from the afternoon into the nighttime hours. We're going to be here a while tracking these storms. But here is the flood alerts. Nathan shared this with you just a few moments ago, but we've got a lot of counties right now that are under flash flood warnings. Flood watches in effect. Folks, this is dangerous stuff tonight. Nighttime events producing a lot of heavy rain. Just keep that in mind before you head off to sleep tonight. Rainfall totals, by the time things are said and done, we could see 7 to 10 plus inches of rain by the time all is said and done. This takes us through April the 6th. Nathan, before we leave, anything new on a new tornado warning?
I am looking at all the severe thunderstorm warnings. There's still a little bit of rotation with that severe thunderstorm warning that once was a tornado warning into.
Until we've got the all clear. New severe thunderstorm warning in Missouri. All right, so that's going to be for areas north of Springfield now. They're going to extend that polygon up into Dallas, Greene, Laclede, Polk, Webster counties in Missouri. Train spotter noticed quarter-size hail in Springfield, and so they're going to say that that's going to continue to produce hail up into Pleasant Hope, Buffalo, and Lewisburg. Y'all get ready for some significant weather here over the next little bit. You want to get indoors, away from windows. Arkansas just got a new severe thunderstorm warning northwest of Little Rock. That's going to be for Conway, Faulkner, Perry, Pope, Pulaski, Saline, Yale, all these counties. We're talking about 60-mile-per-hour winds coming in over here over the next hour. Perryville, you're in on that. Bigelow, Morrilton, and Menifee. Get indoors, away from windows. This is a significant storm coming through right now. Here's a live look from Poplar Bluff. So we've got eyes on you out here. And here's a live look from Texarkana, where that storm's hitting right now. Very strong, severe storm coming into continuing to work through Texarkana right now. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey Ryan, just one notable piece of information on our Springfield severe thunderstorm warning. I've been watching it for the last few minutes. I'm like, dang, this is a really fast storm. The warning text officially says that it's moving at 70 miles per hour. Wow.
Thank you, Riley. This thing is flying past Springfield here, up towards Pleasant Hope and Buffalo. 70-mile-per-hour storm motion. So get ready up there very shortly in Pleasant Hope for that.
A new tornado warning has been issued.
Severe weather to move in. Now we've got a new tornado warning And they did. They decided to extend this warning over here in Missouri to include Cape Girardeau, the town. So now, unfortunately, guys, we need everyone in Cape Girardeau to take shelter, okay? We've got some rotation here coming into town, and this is going to be a dangerous storm. We do have cameras out here, guys, if you want to keep an eye on some of these. I don't know if we need to put them on the screen, but just watch them. Cape Girardeau, you are now in the tornado warning. So this is going to be for, hold on, let me pull it back up here. Alexander County, Illinois as well, including Jonesboro, Union County, Illinois, Cape Girardeau County, Missouri, and Scott County, Missouri. Take shelter now. Go ahead, Elijah.
Hey Ryan, a storm chaser is currently reporting a tornado on the ground north of Delta, Missouri. So there actually is a tornado on the ground right now.
Okay, thank you, Elijah. So north of Delta, we've got a storm chaser reporting a tornado down. So we're going to assume that there is a tornado here, and we're going to take shelter in Cape Girardeau. Once again, nothing has changed here. We're under that tornado warning. We're getting to shelter. All right, we're staying there for an hour in Cape Girardeau, and also, by the way, in Illinois, McClure, Mill Creek, and Jonesboro, getting into that safe spot. Lowest floor, interior room. Put as many walls between you and the outside world as possible, and bring me with you. We'll let you know whenever this nasty storm is finally past you here. Insane views from Texarkana, by the way. Jason continues to ride out the storm down there. In Texarkana, or honestly just to the south of Texarkana. He's closer to the town of Bright Star and Cass. But insane storm coming through. And what you're seeing here, that's what's about to happen in Fouke. That's what's about to happen on Interstate 49 out there between Ida and Fouke here within the next 5 minutes or so. So get ready for that. It's Folk. All right, gotcha. Folk. My bad, y'all. Yeah, that's nuts. This reminds you of a hurricane right here. So very, very strong winds coming out of that part of the storm there in Texarkana. Our only tornado warning right now is that one up here for Cape Girardeau. So we're going to keep locked in on it. We do have several cameras out here. Once again, we're keeping an eye on it. If we see anything, we will let you know. Do we have anybody watching in Cape Girardeau right now? A storm chaser has observed a tornado out here, so we've got to take that seriously. And we've got to hurry down into our safe spots if we haven't gotten there already. This is what it looks like outside. Tons of lightning with this thing as it comes in. Once again, an hour left on that warning for Alexander County, Illinois, Union, Illinois, Cape Girardeau, and Scott counties in Missouri. Fouke. Okay. I'll get it eventually, I guess. Fouke, that's it, right? Sirens are going off in Cape. Yep, Cape Girardeau. You're under a tornado warning. Hopefully, you're in your safe spot. You're comfy. You're going to be there for a while. 44 minutes left on this warning. Once again, we got a storm chaser saying there's a tornado down. We don't have any other imagery. We don't have anything else to tell you about that. So we're assuming that it's continuing to be down, and we're taking shelter for 44 minutes out here in the Cape Girardeau area. Now, the storm on radar looked very impressive south and west of town. We had a tornado report down there as well. So we know that this storm is capable of producing tornadoes. There's no reason to believe that it's not right now. You know what I mean? This right here has got us a decent view of that storm. Might be able to see something there from Poplar Bluff, looking out off to the west and to the north. Lots of people watching across the river in Illinois. We're watching you guys in Alexander and Union counties in Illinois as well, all the way over there towards Jonesboro. It'll be a while before it gets to Jonesboro, so you've got some time to get to that safe spot. Remember, you want to wear closed-toed shoes. You want to get in that lowest floor, most interior room, no glass, no windows. And you'll be fine, okay? We'll be all right. Don't be scared. Be prepared. We'll guide you through it. And if there's any updates here, we'll let you know. Right now, it's just, pretty much you're under a tornado warning. That's about, you know what I mean? Like, let's get to shelter first, then we'll worry about the rest of it, right? Yeah, another big storm's coming into Poplar Bluff right now. No tornado warning on that one, but it is going to be a loud one. We got a severe thunderstorm warning for Louisville, Magnolia, Spring Hill, and Stevens out here in Columbia County, Arkansas, Hempstead, Lafayette, and Miller and Nevada counties in Arkansas. We're expecting some 60-mile-per-hour winds to race across this area over the next hour and a half or so. So Yins, get ready for that. Flash flood emergency continues for 6 hours here in Carter County, Missouri. We've got swift water rescues underway. As we speak. Here's a new severe thunderstorm warning for Poplar Bluff. This includes you. This includes Zalma. This includes Puxico. We're talking about Bollinger, Butler, Stoddard, and Wayne counties in Missouri. This is a dangerous storm capable of producing 1-inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds over the next 41 minutes. It could stick around even longer than that, y'all. Buckle up in Poplar Bluff and Cape Girardeau. Even after this tornado warning's over, my goodness, we're going to have a long night here of very stormy weather, and that's going to lead to a potential big problem with flooding. So keep that in mind. We're going to be here with you every step of the way, though. We do have flash flood warnings elsewhere.
Flamingo is
including
in the
right now
Fortnite
in
shop.
Hopkinsville. You guys are under a flash flood warning for the next 5 hours. Considerable flash flood warning. There's no rain happening right now, though, so that's good. We don't expect it to get much worse in the near future, but more rain is coming as we go into tomorrow. Nothing happening right now in Clarksville, Tennessee, or Nashville, Tennessee, or anywhere near there. So that's good. Rotating part of the storm is now west of Cape Girardeau, between Gordonville and Cape Girardeau. So if there was a tornado trying to come together here, it's somewhere in that space. So hopefully everybody's in their safe spots.
Hey, Ryan, it's Brad. I've got a pretty good lightning show on my stream if you want to show that.
Brad Arnold's got good lightning back room if you want to pull him in one of these spots. Probably 6 there, and we'll throw him up. Brad's also on the Texarkana storm down there, so this is what you guys are going to deal with tonight. This is not going to let up anytime soon, I don't reckon. As this moves off to the east, we're talking about Louisville here. You guys are next in line. Go ahead, Elijah.
Ryan, so the National Weather Service did complete
Ryan, I hope
a
the
damage
stream
survey
picked that up.
recently from yesterday, and we actually had a tri-state tornado yesterday. A tornado started in Mississippi, crossed into Alabama briefly, and then crossed into Tennessee. So that is yet another tri-state tornado. That is, I think, our third tri-state tornado in just the 2020s alone. So that was just a cool little fact. It was rated EF1. Not much damage occurred.
Okay, wow, very interesting. Another tri-state tornado there. Thankfully, not, I guess, as intense as some of the other ones that we will remember. But I just saw a power flash on Brad's feed, and let's listen to his transmission there again.
Ryan, I hope the stream picked that up. There was just a lightning flash that had a transformer blow, and you can see it off in the distance on the right side of the screen.
Yep. So we've got some significant weather moving out of Texarkana and towards Louisville right now. And that's what we're keeping an eye on down there. And we're also keeping an eye on you guys in Cape Girardeau, where we've got that rotation just to the west of town. Tornado warning continues for 37 minutes. Stay in that safe spot. We've got no reports of a tornado down right now. We've got no damage reports coming in from this right now. So
new information. This tornado warning
directly
has been
in the town of Cape Girardeau. So let's hope for the best. And they just never mind. They just upgraded that. Weather spotters confirmed a tornado near Gordonville. So okay,
Hey Ryan, it's
now
Brad.
we
We've
do
got
have a
tightening
confirmation.
circulation just to the west of Louisville. That is a quick spin up, possibly west of Louisville.
All right, so that's Brad's talking about the storm down there in Texas. We just got this warning upgraded here west of Cape Girardeau. So we were just talking about how we didn't have any reports of this being down. That's changed now. Weather spotters confirmed a tornado near Gordonville. Take shelter now. So once again, I'm going to assume that that's going to be right here with that rotation there on the northwest side of town. So right now that tornado is down once again in near Gordonville and Cape Girardeau. We're going to want to take shelter immediately here. This is going through a pretty populated area, and thank goodness, we've got a lot of people watching, so I feel quite confident that we've reached a few people here in Cape Girardeau. So hopefully we did a good job of getting people into their safe spots forever ago when we started talking about this, because right now, if there's a tornado still down, it's going through a very populated area, a very dense, populated area. So, this is right now, if there's a tornado down, it's near the ABC Heat and Air Conditioning HVAC area. That's right next to the Quality Inn. That's right next to the Granite Drive, the big, house, residential area there. It's going to be going near the Missouri Veterans Home, the Walden Park Village. Just a ton of residential areas around here, including the Landing Point RV Park. That's about where that tornado would be right now. So we've been hooting and hollering Cape Girardeau for who knows how long now. I feel like we've done a really good job of getting the word out here. So hopefully everybody's in their safe spot, as we might have a tornado down right now in the town. So yeah, weather spotters confirmed a tornado. We're going to continue to monitor this and also update you on some of these new warnings that have just come out. Hope, Arkansas, get ready. Storm's coming in within the next little bit. Prescott, you're next up there in Arkansas. Very dangerous storm for you. Additionally, we got another severe thunderstorm warning for Malvern Magnet Cove, and Benton and Lonsdale in Arkansas. Take shelter or get indoors and away from windows. Good view from the Cape Girardeau traffic camera here. Looks like we got a PTZ camera. Not sure if we're seeing anything, but definitely concerned about our friends over here in Cape Girardeau. This is our confirmed tornado warning right now. Now, come on, y'all. You point it at the sky, not the ground. The
Right, we may
sky.
have a tornado coming down on this one right here.
All right, I think that's a smudge. That thing right there. But definitely, let's just assume there's a tornado on the ground here in Cape Girardeau. Take shelter now. Brad is talking about another storm. He's talking about a storm down there in Texas. Let's see if we can't get his feedback up because he's just east of Texarkana, and he's saying that he's seeing something coming down over there where he is. Once again in Texas. He is near the town of Garland right now. Here's a live view from Brad Arnold. So, yeah, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning out for you guys, a tornado possible tag. And you know what? Right there's that rotation that he's seeing. So it would make sense if he's got a tornado coming up towards him. They might issue a tornado warning right for Brad's location there for Artex and McKinney. Brad Arnold has positioned himself in front of a rotating part of the storm, and we might have a tornado coming into that area. So if you're in Garland, Patmos, or anywhere around Brad right now, McKinney, Beck in Arkansas, you want to get to shelter or get ready to get to shelter as there might issue a tornado warning here soon. Tornado warning continues for Cape Girardeau for 32 more minutes. The rotation is once again the northwest side of town. We've got several cameras like watching this thing. We haven't seen anything with our own eyes, but it's weather spotters. Weather spotters have seen a tornado out there in the in the chaos that is this storm. There's so much lightning. There's a lot of rain, and once you get into that, this part of the storm back here, we're talking about
tornado
hail.
warning has been
We're
issued.
talking about flooding and everything back there. So this is just an overall nasty storm. They just issued a tornado warning for Brad Arnold's storm. So there you go. Tornado warning for Brad Arnold's storm there. So
Hey Ryan, just with tornado
new
one on this
tornado
one, it's getting
warning
pretty close
has
to the
been
ground.
issued.
I've seen multiple funnels here.
let's keep trying Brad Arnold's feed. Let's keep reloading it there. We do have a tornado down here near Artex. That's coming up towards Dooley, Heavey, and then maybe even Hope. It might go all the way up towards Hope, Arkansas. So we're keeping an eye on you. We've got a tornado warning now for areas north and west of north of Cape Girardeau. As they're continuing to track this confirmed tornado now past Jackson up towards Oriole, Neely's Landing, Wolf Lake, and Hines Landing. So this is now a tornado warning that's in effect for Jackson, Union, and Cape Girardeau County. So Cape Girardeau, that's in Missouri, Jackson, and Union. Those are in Illinois.
iDriveArkansas.com is a
on the ground here east of Jackson. We've got to get these people into their safe spots. The good news is the biggest part of the rotation has left the Cape Girardeau area, but this is still in a very populated area here. If there's a tornado down,
Large bowl funnel crossing right in front of me.
if there's a tornado down, it's near the Rusted Root Farms, going up towards the KSBI TV 23 tower. Once again, we'll keep trying Brad Arnold here. He's seeing something out there on his storm, which is tornado warned. Brad Arnold is seeing a tornado or a large bowl funnel, which would be the beginning stages of a tornado out here northwest of Garland. Artex and McKinney, you guys are right on top of that. And we're going to see this continue to go up towards, once again, Hervey, Evening Shade, Spring Hill, and Hope, Arkansas. This is a very dangerous storm. This is where Brad Arnold is. That's where that rotation is, right there. it's showing he's offline. We've got some intermittent connection issues there. Obviously, he's in a daggone tornado. But still, we got to get to shelter out here in Dooley, Harvey. Hope, Arkansas. Do we got anybody watching in Hope? I hope so. If you know anybody in Hope, let them know. Let them know what's coming. There's a tornado here. Looks like the feed is working over here for some reason, but not on our end. So this is a live look from that tornado-warned storm down there in Hempstead, Lafayette, Miller, and those counties in Arkansas. This is a storm that's coming up towards Hope right now.
Wix gives you the power.
Yeah, it's a nasty storm coming over into...
Right, my LSN feed should be back now.
All right, we should be able to see Brad now, he's saying, on our end. But yeah, Brad's out there giving us a view of that situation, and we're going to continue to track that, but we also are going to keep you updated over here in Cape Girardeau and places just to the north. Cape Girardeau, yeah, downtown Cape Girardeau, let's stay in our safe spot for just a little while longer, but the biggest part of the circulation has went to the north of Cape Girardeau, and it is now moving up more towards the Illinois area. Oriole, Moccasin Springs, and Wolf Lake, we need you to take shelter if you haven't already. Go ahead.
Ryan, we have a tornado on the ground to my...
Hey Ryan, once the SPC Partners website
tornado
updates,
on the
I'll
ground.
send you the picture and stream text, but we do still have a moderate risk for tornadoes today. That is a 4 out of 5 risk for tornadoes.
Okay, thank you very much, Riley. Also, Brad's coming through there, letting us know there is a tornado on the ground now. We can see that quite clearly when the lightning illuminates it here east of Texarkana in Arkansas. Once again, his exact location is a little bit near McKinney and Beck. So we got a tornado doing damage over here, just cross Highway 82. And now it's moving up towards the greater Hervey area. So once again, tornado on the ground here. We've got a live view of it. This is what you're looking at right now, a tornado doing damage over here coming up towards Hervey right now. The specific place that we're looking towards right now is quite rural. There's nothing over there. But if it moves on up towards Hervey, then it might come close to the New Zion Baptist Church. And then, of course, we hope it doesn't go all the way up there towards Hope. And if it does, it could hit the community of Spring Hill and then eventually the actual town of Hope. So we're keeping an eye on y'all over there. Yo, what do we got here? Do you guys see that? Definitely continuing to monitor this storm over here in Cape Girardeau, Missouri, where there's something hanging out of that cloud right there. I don't know what exactly if we're looking at a tornado there or not. That's definitely something to be concerned about, though, as we are watching this Cape Girardeau storm. Now, whether or not that's exactly our tornado that we're talking about or not, this is definitely a storm that we need to take shelter for. Once again, up here north of Cape Girardeau, up towards Neely's Landing and Wolf Lake. Weather spotters have seen this tornado, so we've got to take this very seriously and take shelter now in Neely's Landing and Wolf Lake. Go ahead, Elijah.
Hey Ryan, so this is for everyone. If you are scrolling on Twitter or if you are a storm chaser out there,
New information.
if you see
This
damage that's
tornado
coming from
warning has been
Delta or
upgraded.
Cape Girardeau, it may not actually be from the recent tornadoes. Delta, Missouri actually was hit by an EF2 tornado 2 days ago, and I'm already seeing a few chasers posting damage photos thinking that the recent tornado that just happened in Delta caused that damage, but after geolocation, it's actually from the EF2. And Cape Girardeau was actually hit by an EF1 tornado 2 days ago. So this area is actually being hit yet again by a tornado 2 days later.
All right, thank you, Elijah. Brad Arnold's storm is getting upgraded now. Thanks to Brad Arnold seeing that tornado. We've got a confirmed tornado warning now for Hempstead, Lafayette, Miller, and Nevada counties in Arkansas.
Hey, Ryan, when you got a second.
Go ahead, Brad. Let's talk to Brad now.
Hey, that initial tornado that prompted that tornado warning, that initial tornado that prompted the tornado warning has dissipated as it crossed the highway, but we do have a secondary area of rotation that is now just to my east, closer, just to my east, north of Garland. So I'm headed to that one.
All right, so Brad's turning around here. We saw a tornado from his feed there. We're going to continue to stay in our safe spots in Hope, Arkansas, and now we're also going to watch the area down here between Mayton and Garland. We need to be watching out in Boyd Hill, Midway, and Patmos down here in Arkansas, as this is a very dangerous storm. Okay. Back to Cape Girardeau. Tornado warning continues here. I still don't know exactly if we saw that through that camera or not, but let's just say that we did, and you know, like that's another reason that you should be taking this seriously. But the tornado, the circulation is past Cape Girardeau now. I want to make that very clear. You guys are still under a warning. We want you to stay in your safe spot at least for the next 22 minutes. But the biggest part of the circulation is now moving out of Missouri and into Illinois. It's getting ready to cross Highway 3 near Wolf Lake, Moccasin Springs. It's going to go up towards Bald Knob Wilderness. So we're keeping an eye on y'all. But Cape Girardeau, I think as far as the tornado threat goes in the immediate future, we're good. But I can't give you the y'all clear. There's another big storm heading towards you right now. This is going to cause its own problems, likely with 60-mile-per-hour winds and 1-inch hail as it comes through here. Unbelievable footage from Brad Arnold here. It's just a ton of lightning and torrential downpour as he's chasing down that tornado that continues to be observed. A confirmed tornado on the ground here around Hempstead and Lafayette counties coming up towards Patmos in Arkansas. Go ahead, Riley.
Hey Ryan, so our tornado watch across most of Arkansas and Texas is scheduled to expire in 53 minutes. However, the SPC just put out a new mesoscale discussion citing that there's most likely going to be a replacement watch. So unfortunately, you guys aren't going to be out of the woods in 53 minutes, and we can expect a replacement watch sometime in the next half hour.
All right, thank you. So we're going to continue to see tornadic activity, it seems like, even past 10 p.m. So you know, we'll stick here with you until we don't need to anymore. This is going to be a long night of severe weather and tornado coverage, obviously, but like the flash flooding is getting a lot worse out there from what I can tell. So I'm checking in once again with our friends over there in West Plains and Carter County. How are you guys doing? If there's any updates, let me know. Hopefully you guys have gotten to higher ground and you've evacuated that town of Thomasville. There was an evacuation order. So we're going to keep you updated on the flash flooding situation as we learn more. But, you know, obviously the tornado stuff is going to take precedent until we don't have like real-time information to relay. Like we can tell people where the tornado is and like where it's moving and stuff. It's a little bit harder to do that with rising water. It's just like, hey, it's raining, about to rain more, things are going to get worse, get to higher ground. Once we don't have as many other things to talk about, though, we might be able to hone in and focus on updates around the flash flooding situation a little bit more, though. So that's the goal there. But hopefully you guys are all right. If the water is already high where you are, just keep in mind it's going to get worse.
When you have a second.
Yeah. Go ahead, Brad. Brad. There he is. Oh, never mind.
Hey, that rotation has
I don't know what's going
weakened
on.
considerably. There's definitely not a tornado with it anymore. Still warrants to definitely take that seriously, but there was definitely a tornado on the ground right there. I'm going to continue heading east as long as this storm this storm has had a history of producing tornadoes. So I'm going to continue to go east with it, and I'll let you know if I see anything.
All right, so Brad's going to keep going east, and we're going to continue to watch that area as well as the Storm Prediction Center, as Riley was talking about, is probably about to issue a replacement watch. This one might go all the way out there to Jonesboro, which currently isn't under a tornado watch. But yeah, thank you. Thank y'all for tuning in here. We are just getting started. If you're east of this line, this is going to be a long night of storms. I'm telling y'all, it's going to be a long night of lots of severe weather here. Unfortunately, as things are coming together here for a major flooding event.
Ryan, wow. Ryan Lott just sent in a super generous super chat. They wanted to say, thank you for protecting my state and others. God bless you. That is incredibly kind, Ryan Lott. Thank you so much for that support.
Why does it sound like y'all was being kind of sarcastic there? I genuinely appreciate it, Ryan. Seriously, what you just did there, not necessary, but it helps. So thank you so much, Ryan. Huge shout out to Ryan for the support there. If you are just now tuning in from the Cape Girardeau area, once again, the tornado threat is not over. But the original warning is not going to be in effect much longer. We might see a new warning issued for maybe some of these circulations over here. But what I'm really concerned about in Cape Girardeau is just the powerful winds that are about to come through, and then the flood.
Hey Ryan, I promise I'll leave you alone in a second and let you talk. But when you get a second, let me know.
All right. Well, no, we're good. Well, let's talk to Brad. Go ahead, Brad. He's got some debris there.
Hey, I was going to let you know that we actually had two tornadoes on the ground right there. There was the one that we saw when I was looking west on Highway 82. And then when I told you that there was a new circulation that was forming to the southeast towards the city of Garland, there is a damage path with trees down on Highway 72 near Garland. So we have two damage paths. So that was two quick spin ups, really quick. And luckily, I was just right in the middle of them and one didn't hit me.
All right, so there you go. Tornado Sniffer has sniffed one out again, and we've, hopefully we was able to get people into the safe spots. If there's anybody in that area, that's a pretty remote area, but just know that we do continue to have a tornado warning in effect for that storm. As it goes off to the north and east, we could still have a tornado right now, north and west of Boyd Hill. That's going to go up towards Patmos and Evening Shade. Andy's got a y'all watch out on that. So he's watching this area right here. So get ready in Hempstead, Miller, Lafayette counties. You're under a tornado warning, but there's also a little bit of the path of this that is outside of the polygon. So we're also trying to let you guys know what's up in Midway, Baker, over towards Azor. But yeah, the town of Hope still needs to be in their safe spots. Very dangerous storm coming up into that area right now.